Smokie has been topping the charts for the last 33 years with hits such as Have You Ever Seen the Rain, Needles and Pins, For a Few Dollars More, Oh Carol, Mexican Girl, and of course Alice. This was Smokie's 7th successful tour to South Africa. But who is Smokie? Mike Kraft is the lead singer and plays the rhythm guitar. He likes Indian food, and his most memorable Smokie gig was at the Standard Bank Arena in South Africa when the whole Springbok rugby team joined Smokie on stage. Terry Utley plays the bass in Smokie. He is one of the backing singers and the original founding member of Smokie in the early 70s. Terry loves red wine, eats Chinese, and his favorite Smokie gig was at the Olympic Stadium in Moscow. Mick McConnell is the lead guitarist and supplies backing vocals. He loves a 500-gram South African fillet steak, drinks beer, and his most memorable moment on tour was when the band went on safari in Africa. Martin Bullard is the keyboard player. He likes his pepper steak very rare, drinks port, and his favorite Smokie gig was also at the Standard Bank Arena in Johannesburg in 1996. Steve Pennell is the drummer of the group. He drinks Bacardi and Coke, likes Thai food, and his most memorable Smokie show was in Vienna, playing to 160,000 people. Smokie tours the world and have just come back from shows in Austria, Russia, Germany and Finland. But why another tour to South Africa? South African promoter Frans Swart.
I grew up with the music of Smokie. Do you remember all those garage parties we organized with the music of Smokie? They are so popular in South Africa. Last year, they drew more than 35,000 people at Inibos Festival in Nelspruit. I then realized we need to bring them back for a national tour, visiting all the major centers such as the Hartklop Festival in Potchefstroom, Carnival City, Cape Town and Durban.
After a 12-hour flight from the UK, there was no rest for Smokie as they started their tour officially with a well-attended media conference at the Southern Sun Greyston Hotel in Johannesburg, facing the press and giving them the Smokie charm. They know biltong very well, but what was this Droë Wors? Nice, eh? Terry started off to tell the media about Smokie's hectic world tour.
Yeah, we've been around a long time. I've just celebrated my 40th year in this band. We had a few different names at the beginning, the instigation of the band, but it was the same members until this lot turned up, which is from 20 years down to 13 years. We were a solid unit. It's the best unit I've been in since Smokie started. Very, very committed to what we do. We do about 140 shows every year around the world. We were in Austria last week, and that was the first to the back of our year, because we have to give ourselves a little break sometimes, so we take some summer weeks free. But up to that, we had done 106 aeroplane flights to get to our gigs until we took that break, and now we just start all over again from here. From South Africa, we go to Europe, Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Romania, the Czech Republic. At the end of the year, we go back to Romania and we make a DVD with the Romanian Symphony Orchestra, which will comprises of 101 orchestra, 101 piece orchestra. So we're looking forward to that also. But I got to say, every time we've been to South Africa, it's just been a blast. We've enjoyed it so much.
Smokie have just recorded their first acoustic album, Eclipse, and it was also released here in South Africa by Lefra Productions and Next Music. Mick McConnell, the producer of this album.
It took 2 years to make. Because the band was so busy, we didn't actually go. Normally we would go into a recording studio for 2 or 3 weeks and really get the bulk of the work done, but this took such a long time because we were so busy. We kind of did one track at a time, and we would have a listen to it, or I'll have a chat whether it would sound good in that way or a different way. And after 2 years, yeah, the album's finished. We wouldn't really call it a greatest hits album. There's a few tracks on there what have been on older albums, what have never been recorded by this band, such as Changing All the Time and Love Remains a Stranger. We also did a really different version of Wild Horses, and we tried to bring lots of different feels to the different tracks. I'll Meet You at Midnight, for instance, has a real kind of Latin feel to it. So whilst we wanted to keep it very much Smokie and keep the hits with all the hooks what were there originally, we really also turned the tracks on the heads, and they do sound quite different, and we're very proud of that album. It was something we all wanted to do for a good number of years, and eventually got round to doing it with a few arguments, but you know, we are very proud of it. We hope it does well here, and we hope it shows another talented side to this band, maybe what you haven't seen.
Hi, I'm Mike Craft. I'm the lead singer with the band and have been for 13 and a half years now. I came in to help following the sad death of Alan Barton. Now, the thing about that was that I knew Alan quite well. Terry, myself and Alan had worked together in the studios doing backing vocals for people back home in England. So we all knew each other. We're from the same city in Yorkshire, in Bradford. And so we all knew of each other. All we needed to do was run through a few songs to see if it would work, and it all worked. And 13 and a half years ago we said, well, let's give it a try, see what happens, and here we are. This is my 5th, I think, trip to South Africa, and yeah, just like Steve said, always love it, always enjoy it down here. The weather is much better than England. Terry said, we hope it's not our last trip. I'm sure it won't be our last trip, because we'll be coming back in 2010 for the World Cup with the England team. Yeah, we might be in the side yet. Apparently David Beckham's nearly as old as us now, so we might be playing, but we're looking forward, like everybody said, to this tour, always do, and it's just a shame it's so short, so we'll hope to come back again before 2010, let's hope. Okay, cheers.
Hi, I'm Martin Bullard. I'm the keyboard player in the band. I've been coming to South Africa for a long time now. My first trip over here was in 1984. My brother lives in Johannesburg. He's a journalist around here, and so you know about that. Oh dear, probably that's the worst thing to say, actually. But yes. And I nearly came back a year later to make South Africa my home. I didn't, and because of that, I joined up with Smokie, and here I am now. So you know, fate has worked in my favour, and that's it. That's all I can say to you, really. I'm very, very pleased to be back. Looking forward very much to this tour. It's looking great. Stevie?
Yeah, that's me. I'm Steve Pinnell, and I'm the drummer of the band. Some people call me crazy, but I'm not crazy at all. I'm quite sane. But I've been in the band, seems to be a long time, seems to be all my life actually, for the last 20 odd years. And this is probably the 6th time that we've been back as this line. I think this is about the 6th time or the 5th time, and every time we come it seems to get better. We love the country, we love the people. We always get great reception at from the audiences, and so we're just looking forward to it all again, doing this DVD in Carnival City again on Saturday. That's going to be fun. So we've had to buy new clothes, which I don't like doing that, but I don't like parting with that sort of money, you know. But no, I'm looking forward to this tour as much as anyone, and hopefully it'll be as successful as all the rest, and we look forward to seeing you all at the gigs.